Houston. For many, it's just the largest city in Texas, but for us, Houston is home. And there are 2.3 million people that we are lucky enough to share it with. And we know that there's so much that makes our home city so great, from the home of the 2017 World Series champions to the wide range of cultures that make up the diversity in our city. But what really makes Houston our home is the spots where we do life daily. The grocery stores where we shop, the restaurants we eat at, and the schools that we send our kids to every day. Westside, Stratford, and Paul Revere. And of course, we have Friday night high school football games that take place in stadiums that rival some colleges. This is your home, and no one knows it better than you. But you also know that what is seen on the outside doesn't always represent what's happening on the inside, and that life isn't as polished as we like to make it out to seem. If you hang out with adolescents like we do with Young Life, it won't take long for you to discover the truth beneath the surface. Teens here in Houston are looking for purpose wherever they can find it. You'll see a barrage of likes and comments on Instagram and TikTok that many kids believe to define them. You'll see broken homes. You'll see kids who are forgotten. You'll meet kids who feel all the pressure to achieve in a world where they feel like they're failing. And that's where Young Life leaders step in. Young Life leaders are volunteers who have entered the world of adolescence, all with the desire of building friendships and walking alongside kids through the messiness of life. They do this for the opportunity to tell them of a greater purpose and a great hope found in Jesus. So what is a Young Life leader? Well, let's introduce you to some. This is Gia, a former Stratford student who is now a volunteer Young Life leader there. Now post-college, Gia has a busy schedule where, like most adults, she works downtown at a full-time 9-to-5 job, and in her free time hangs out with kids to tell them about Jesus. And this is Luis, who now manages a Best Buy and is also a volunteer Young Life leader at Westside. Young Life leaders are CPAs who have demanding schedules and clients to satisfy. Young Life leaders are teachers who are in our schools with the responsibility to educate and teach the next generation. Young Life leaders are kind of everywhere. They're actual grown-ups with real jobs who have willingly decided to befriend high school and middle school kids for the sake of sharing with them the gospel. And they do this because they once had someone step in and tell them about the love of Jesus. Young Life leaders will spend their afternoons at Starbucks catching up on life and hearing about what it means to be a junior in high school in 2021. Or they'll have lunch on Sundays at Cane's because someone texted and asked if they wanted to hang out. Or it could be having dinner together before a football game. For some of these teens, a volunteer Young Life leader may be the only glimpse of the character of Jesus that they'll see in their lives. Every week, we also have something called Campaigners, which is pretty much a Bible study for people who may not usually want to go to something called a Bible study. For a couple of hours each week, kids get to be genuine and talk openly about their lives. And I'm sure you've heard about Monday nights when we all have Young Life Club. Club isn't just a loud event that starts at 7:37 every Monday night. It's a loud event that breaks down walls with kids through singing, laughing, and games. Club is 60 minutes each week where kids can forget about the challenges, the drama, the pressures in their life, and they can just be themselves. And at the end of Club, a Young Life leader stands up and tells them about a God that loves them and desires to have a personal relationship with them. And so, while Young Life may feel like it only happens on Monday nights at 7:37 here at Stratford and Westside, there's so much more to it once you get to know it. Young Life is happening all day, every day, here through the volunteer leaders who are building friendships and inviting high school and middle school students into a greater story. A story with a purpose and a hope for what's to come.